Hi, everybody. How you doing? It's Linda G coming to you from sunny Northern California. And we have some things to talk about, obviously. A lot of you guys were telling me, get online, tell us what's going to happen. And so I'm going to tell you last night, it's like when it was close and we didn't know Biden was going to win the night of the last vote. And we were all nervous, and I remember feeling anxious and anxiety ridden. And it was heartbreaking, but I watched it from the beginning to the end. I didn't even mute Trump, which is unusual for me. And let me just give you a little key factor here. The bottom line is everybody's all in an uproar over with the pearl clutching Democrats. Interesting that they think Biden should step down, but no one on the Republican side says the convict, 34 charges, getting ready to be to find out his fate July 11th. Nobody's saying replace him. Isn't that interesting? But Biden has a bad night, and everybody's people have bad nights, and it's sort of the curse, like someone was saying on some show, that incumbent presidents tend to have real bad first debates. So I just want you to know also, those little focus groups that they did, all of them were saying they were not impressed with Trump at all. But what's going on with Biden? It scared them, and I don't blame them. And I don't blame you guys for being frightened. Now, I asked my guys, what did you mean when you showed me Trump walking off, all beat red, all upset? Like, I'm not going to take this. And they told me to step back and look at the whole picture that they gave me. And I don't think it was necessarily a debate. I think it was Trump losing, and he's furious and he steps back. I'm feeling that Trump is still not going to win. I'm telling you right now. I'll look to see if they actually replace Biden with Kamala or somebody else, but I'm not seeing it. He's going to make amends for what happened. And I do think he needs to talk to the American public and say, you know what, I wasn't on my game and I'm so sorry. Because when they come out and say, oh, it was great, I felt, no, it wasn't great, so don't lie to us. That's the main thing about Biden that I like, is he doesn't tend to lie, but he's delusional. I mean, we know Trump is delusional. And let me tell you something else that's going to upset Trump. There's no numbers flying up after this, because everything he said was a huge lie. And people don't want to live with tariffs, and they don't want to live with the very wealthy getting more breaks than them. And they don't want a national abortion policy. I'm telling you, he's not going to win. I think it's Biden. I kept seeing Biden waving at people, but I know that he's going to come back. So let's take a look at that. Okay, you guys. So I need to ask the realm, and you guys be sure to hand it over. What'll be interesting within the week. Now, by the way, the Supreme Court is going to announce their decision on Monday. And I don't think it's total immunity. That's what the cards have been saying, but I'll take a look, see anyway. You know, we get these hits, and then and normally, my percentage rate is very high. But when I saw him beat red and walking off the stage, I thought it meant this particular thing, the debate. I didn't have a clue that it would be this bad. I talked to Andre last night, and he's got some sort of Saturn aspect, which would make sense. But when the Saturn leads more towards the voting, Biden looks good. It's Trump that looks bad. But see, they think, oh yeah, yeah, look at that old man, but they're not addressing the fact that Trump is a liar. He lied about everything. He'll lie about what time of day it is. But oh, it was painful to watch poor Biden. It was painful to watch. He was stuttering. I've seen him do that before. But hell, show the clips of Trump stuttering and doing his words wrong. He does it all the time. Last night he probably took a nice, took something and went out there, but somebody did say on the stage that Biden looked his age, but Trump looked 30 years younger. He's a showman. He just went out there and just lied. Wasn't really challenged with the lies. Biden got too many. They're talking about this now, but I felt like they overrode him on this debate thing. They were giving him numbers and stuff. What he needed to do is just go out there and beat Biden. Probably because I know I really, really practiced when I did the San Jose Improv. I was so nervous because it's a big venue, and I went out there and bombed, my friends. I bombed. But then I did Tommy T's a little while later and just blew it out the house. I did a great job. So, we're all going to bomb, and everybody's saying, well, Biden chose this, but yeah, and he really thought he could do this, you guys. But you know what? We need to move on. So let's take a look, see. Tell us about Biden right now. Is he going to step down? I just heard no, as clear as day. Boy, wasn't that Governor Newsom fantastic? And listen, all of his cabinets, all Trump's cabinets said no to him. But these Democrats need to get off their horse. Oh, we're not going to show up at his event. We'll send money, but we're not going to show. Why? Because grandpa made a poo-poo in his pants. You got the wrong grandpa. It's the other one that does that. Now, okay. As you know, from the beginning, when I started doing these readings and I saw Biden winning, I saw him winning a second term, but I also don't see him going out the whole term. Not that he's going to die, but that it may be that he's just noticing he can't keep up. So he'll probably pass it on to Kamala. And we've got some vivacious, wonderful people coming in, not just Newsom, which I think he'll run, but Pete Buttigieg, even our future Speaker of the House. And did you hear? I didn't know this, how high the numbers are for Republicans and congressmen? Through the roof, 20 points ahead. And of course, they're all worried because they're afraid his bad performance is going to affect them, but it won't. Angel of light and mercy, we need the truth, the whole truth. Tell us about sweet Biden. How's he going to do? I got a great interview today coming up with Letitia. It won't be political. She's experienced in NDE. She's pretty fascinating. And then after that, I'm going to be on with author, and we're going to do some mediumships of people who are LB, the gay community that have passed. And I got a real good hit from Noel Coward, so I'm going to talk about that. Okay, so concentrate, Linda. So last night I had a dream that I was in this house. I think I've been in this house before. It's not like a family home or anything. And people were all excited. And I was in this room and I was trying to do something. I can't remember, but I was frustrated in the dream. And people were running in my room saying, did you hear? Did you hear? And I said, hear what? Biden won. Biden won. So I was so happy. And then I wake up with Morning Joe. But I got to tell you, Mika said, you know what? I'm not dropping the ball yet. I'm going to give him a chance. If we have a second one like this, of course, we got to start talking shop. I'm not in charge of universal consciousness. I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting. I see him waking up. I actually see, God love him. He's like a lot like Trump that way. He thinks he did okay. They say if you read everything he said, that it looks good, but it was his affect, the way he was stuttering and looking weird. But if you look at what he said, he did some really good points here, especially calling him, what do you say, you're a lizard or something? So he's up in the air. He's not quite sure where he should go. I see him drinking something out of a cup. I don't know if it's coffee or what. They're having some closed-in meetings. They're talking amongst each other. He wasn't feeling well. I feel like they want him to talk to the American people and tell everybody that he's sorry that he kind of dropped the ball this time. Okay, we've got a couple of things to ask, but let's do this. So he's going to gain his strength back. Okay, so the ball game isn't over. Even by September, he's rocking. Doctors are going to look at him. I see doctors coming out with a health report because look at this. Very happy. Everybody's very happy. He's ready for the battle again. More money, more money, more money. And the Knight of Wands, victory, success. I'm going to tell you something. He blew this debate, but he did not lose. And those focus groups, they were all like, that one Republican said, Trump does what he does best. He just lies. So no on Trump, but what happened to Biden? Like they couldn't put their pennies in that basket. Biden will come back, okay? If he doesn't, but he will. But God forbid, then I could see everybody running to the doors. But I do see him getting out of the Democrat convention as the person, as the main focus. Yeah, I see him in Camp David. And they were giving him too much information. This is a guy that works good with notes and working off the prompter. And hello, what are you going to do? Hang him for that? He's going to do a real good job. But that Newsom, boy, I'll tell you, he'll come in. And I loved Kamala saying, Biden has his vice president support. Well, the other guy doesn't. All the top-notch people don't. And then he claimed that general was a liar. I mean, it's horrible, you guys, but we can't focus on that either. Give it to the higher realm. Put that energy around him and allow. Okay, so now the Trump, I haven't looked at Fox. I never look at Fox News. But I heard Matt Gaetz was out there and Stephen Miller, and they just couldn't talk. And yes, our boss, he lied. He lied. He lied so good. Yes, we hire people because he tried to tell Biden that he wasn't good with the blacks. Yeah, you hired people to do your black church. And then that church, out of the 8 people, only 2 of them went to that church. So what's coming up with Trump? I see Trump upset because he's going to be mad that his numbers didn't really grow. Like, what the hell's wrong with these people? He's expecting this plethora of now the rich people will give to him because he's making the rich richer. But he's like, wait a second. Honor and dignity is not who he is. Yeah, Biden's old, and I'm sorry. I've told you guys that he doesn't have to do this because he's old. And the only reason he's sticking with it is he wants to finish the job. And this is as was written, this was supposed to happen. But when I had that vision and I asked my guides, why'd you give me that vision? They said, step away. Look at the whole picture. So they were giving me like, he's still going to throw a fit when he loses. And he's going to be in shock that people aren't swarming for him. The only ones that like that show that he did are his fellow MAGAs. Tell me about Trump. What's going on with him? Tell me the truth about first. So the truth is passes him by. He can't see the truth. He's reversed with the sun. He's crossed with the 6 of Cups. You know, the thing is that people from his past are really affecting him because his administration isn't for him. There's just people like Bannon and Miller. He's definitely dreaming of like he thinks he's going in. I've told you this before, but look at this. He's trying to get through difficult waters. Don't worry, things will change before we're coming down. He's definitely going to leave money. Some sort of justice thing is coming to hit him. He's got the Page of Wands, up 3 pages, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Swords. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by all these pages? It's like bad news. And then something is going to hit him really hard, and it could even be with the courts. Something's getting ready to go bad for him. So let him indulge in this. It's I hate to say this because it's not very nice, but as he acts like he's king for a day, and didn't I do a good job? And I just repeated all the lies I say when I'm on the road. I just fed them all the bull. As that grows, and he's all thinking he's all that in a cup of tea, when the crash happens, it's going to be pretty significant. Because he, honest to God, thinks he won. He didn't. People are not, let me tell you this right now. People are not running away from Biden. They're upset, yes. They're wondering, should we have somebody else in there? Yes. But nobody's saying, oh, well, because of what happened, we need to go for Trump. Nobody's saying that. And nobody's telling the president you need to step down. Nobody is. But there's going to be conferences and meetings. I see him on a stage again, Biden. I don't see Trump there. Of course, they like to accuse him of doing cocaine. It's so ridiculous. Did you see the evil look that Trump gave Biden about when he becomes president, Biden's going to be in jail? Just that look of evil, you know. I'll make it up. I don't care. I'll make up charges. So, okay. November 5th. Give it to us straight. Can you use, what's the outcome of Biden November 5th? Or November 4th, whatever day the voting is. What is the outcome? 3 of Wands. There was some difficulty walking away from heartache. The Tower. And that's in the higher collective consciousness. Maybe we're even amazed. So some sort of legal thing's going to happen. Something legal. I wonder if he has to go to jail. The truth will be told. Paradise is here. And 6 of Cups, the person from the past wins. That's Biden. The person from the last administration wins. But Trump's got some issues coming up, and it has to be, geez, I wonder if Marshawn's going to put him in jail. Something's coming up. You know, the thing is, I don't really want any more public hearings because it seems to help him. It seems to bring him up. I think we just let the record speak for itself. And there is nothing that Biden did that you can't get on camera that Trump did too. Jibber jabbish, not making any sense. At least Biden, even though it was very hard to hear him, at least Biden was saying the truth. Okay. All right. So as you know, the Supreme Court came out with some stuff. They said that the homeless can't make camps in a public place. That was for Oregon, which means it's for everybody. And then they also said there's something that they were with the January 6th people. And there was something that they were saying that you can't use that. Apparently, it's whatever they were using for some of them, it had to do with paperwork, that falsifying paperwork, which they did with the fake electors. Go ahead. What do you want to tell me? So apparently it's only a couple of dozen people that will benefit from this ruling, because even the guy that brought it before the Supreme Court, who was a cop, he's got other felony stuff coming on. A lot of them have that and a lot. So I don't see any big deal with it. Whatever, you know. But the Trump campaign is going to act like, oh, y'all can leave out of jail. No, you can't. All right, so Monday will be the day, which will be July 1st, for the immunity ruling. Our new justice actually went on the side, and Amy Coney Barrett, she went on she stood with the other two women, but this one, I don't know, it was the way it was written, and it's a congressional thing. It's going to be okay, though. I don't want you guys to lose sleep over it. Yeah, they wanted to hold that off to the very last minute. Then they're going on their vacay. They're much deserved vacay. See some rewrites. So I don't know. They might have even were going to have a certain outcome, and then they changed it. Might be with the immunity. Those people are licking their chops. Oh yeah, we'll get Biden in, Trump in there, and he'll cut our taxes and take off restrictions. So the immunity we're going to be happy about. Dreams come true. Good news coming. The Angel of Light and Mercy. This is an excellent card. This is the Empress. This is a very positive. Seven of Pentacles. So they will divide it up a little bit, but it's not gonna, he's still in trouble. Four of Wands. Look at this. I think Amy's gonna go towards because a woman will help determine this factor. So even if it's close, she helps change it. So the Judgment. So it's going to be positive. It's definitely going to be positive, and justice will be served. Don't forget, a lot of this stuff that this court tried to do, including Roe versus Wade, will be changed when Biden's in. Now, don't forget, Biden doesn't run the whole show. You know, God bless him. He is old and he needs help. But I see other people, bada bing, bada boom, in there. He's got a group he depends on. But when he went out there without any kind of format, some sort of note taking and stuff, and he chose that, his group chose that. I think he's looking at the group that was training him at David and saying, yeah, you guys need, because he doesn't fire people, God bless him. But he needs to start telling people, I need a new approach. I need something else. So, but I was very disappointed with Rachel Maddow. And everybody basically doing his obituary. Hello, what about Obama? He flopped that first debate, and so did Reagan, and so did Bush. It's the curse of the incumbent's first debate. That always happens, and Biden wasn't able to change that. Will he go in another debate? People were saying Biden, Trump doesn't have to, but I think Trump will, because he thinks he's got one over on Biden. Will there be another debate with Trump and Biden? Strength will see them through, working away. So he's going to be on the road. Biden is going to be on the road. Look at this. Money's coming in. This is probably Kamala, a woman, very strong woman. And people who thought perhaps they were on the fence will start moving into the realm. The Eight of Wands. So I would say another debate. The Five of Wands, yeah. I would say another debate, but he's not going to falter this time. He's not going to take in on all that information. He's just going to go out there and give the facts. And he doesn't have to really do the numbers. Oh God, can you believe Trump with the billions of millions of people are getting killed at the border? I don't know about you. I haven't heard that. Billions and millions of people being killed, billions and millions of lost income because we're a laughing stock. Everybody's laughing. Oh no, honey. And you know, Biden said, hey, you were voted by these top-notch people to be the worst president ever. He doesn't hear. Did you see him close his eyes like he did during the trial? He doesn't want to hear it. Yeah, he's a sleazeball. But I will keep up on this, but I don't want you to lose faith in Biden. I don't know why I see, because you know, he's 80, 81. I'm almost seeing like a turnaround. Like I even see some doctors looking at him, but I see a turnaround. He might even do one of those tests that Trump talks about. And the doctors come out and say, oh yeah, he passed it with flying colors. But I see a turnaround, like he's going to, but I don't see him being able to last. He just has to get his foot in the door. He might be in there 2 years, but Kamala will pick up where he left off and make sure that the things he really wanted to do to help the middle class will happen. He's going to help with buying a home. Listen, when this man passes, when Biden passes, he will go down in history as one of the most beloved. And that's the thing that's going on with us right now. It's not just that we like him, we love him. There's just, you know, that man has gone through so much. You want to talk about loss, that Trump he gets a skin knee, he's squealing like a, you know what. Biden has gone through the loss of his wife and his son, the loss of his son to brain cancer, a wife and a daughter, and then his son. The good news is he got that wonderful first lady, Jill, who absolutely adores him and loved his children. So he has these like heavenly factors, like they're kind of looking out for him, even though he's, you know, could have gone straight downhill. He could have gone straight downhill. But this, you know, this isn't something that shakes him up as much as it shakes us up, because he's been through this before. He's failed on the debate stage before. So just allow. Let's see if Trump's going to pick his VP. Hey, Trump. He's talking I see him talking. But the problem is he lied. So even the Republican in that focus group said, yeah, he lied through the whole thing. He just makes up stories. And the other thing, and let's see, this is what I'm hearing, is that he thinks that the people will turn around and go for him, but they won't. Sorry, my clock went off and I kind of lost my place here. I was looking at Trump. I just got this weird hit. Trump will cross before Biden. That's what I heard from the realm. Not that it's any of our business, but. Tell me about his numbers. What are we looking at in the future for Trump? Yeah, see, he's not being able to figure out why the hell is he stuck. He's still in one place. And he's not ahead of Biden. He's not ahead of Biden at all. He's got the Ace of Cups in his higher realm. So there's a lot of people gathering around him saying, oh, dude, don't come to a full stop or our head will go all the way, you know where. He's working away. The world is watching him. They are afraid of him winning. Yeah, he's got some issues coming up. Hidden secrets coming out. And look at this. Here's Biden, and here's out of the blue, Biden will win. That's going to upset him. The person from the past, the current president will win. Okay. So let's take a look. I still see some good sized hurricanes coming in. And the other thing is Biden will be right in the middle of it, helping people. And they'll know that if it was Trump, like with Puerto Rico throwing the toilet paper or paper towel. Tell me what I think. The future of Trump. Please tell me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Oh, he's just like President Biden said, you're such a whiner. All you do is whine. You didn't win the last time. You presented your case 64 times to judges, including the Supreme Court, and nobody went. Everybody threw it out. So he said, why? You lost this last time and it really affected you. Why? So he's always looking at the spilt cups. He doesn't appreciate or think of anything positive. Judgment is upon him. Okay. Definitely only worried about money. And he puts up these things like he's special. And he makes up all these stories about people saying that he's this and he's that. It's all a fraud. He's a fraud. He can't hold the truth because he's delusional. The whole world is watching this. So he's counting his ducats. He wants money. Now, September keeps showing. September is very significant for Trump. September feels like something's going to happen to even set him off. September, the cycle changes. But the Three of Swords and the Hope, Dreams, and Wishes means it's not going to change for the better. Now let's look at Biden. I hope it's good words. Give me the future of Biden. I see him taking a pill. Might even be some sort of supplement to help maybe the fogginess. He was not feeling well. And he needs to focus out of Trump. He needs to just go up there and talk the truth. He doesn't need to look at him or roll his head or his eyes or whatever. He needs to just focus on the truth. You know what I'm saying? TikTok, we need him to start going before the public ASAP. He's speculating, he's going over things. And, this is self-induced. They picked this. He's got to come up to the plate and say, yeah, that was me. I did that. He's got Fortune's fate before him. He's got people offering him help. King of Pentacles is behind him. The angel of light and mercy. Let me tell you, he is one of the chosen ones. So he is struggling, you guys. No two ways about it. But his communication skill will get stronger. He's definitely going to get stronger. He's got the Ace of Pentacles. Let me tell you something. That is like a high card. It doesn't mean necessarily money. This is like he's given the gift. He's given the gift, you guys. And there's some good news with some sort of judgment against Trump. Something against Trump is going to happen. And he tried to pull off that Biden's son was a criminal. I don't know. But did you see Biden get upset when he was saying, don't you dare call my son, you know, a loser? And it's so funny because Biden likes to, not Biden, Trump likes to call yeah, I never said that. He tried to act like North Carolina never happened. We can talk about this till we're blue in the face. We can talk about things coming up in court till we're blue in the face. This is what my guide said to me, and I think I repeated it to you guys. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we will be comforted in knowing that the guides, the energy is going to take care of us. And it gave me a lot of faith to know that even a Republican who said Trump lies like he always does, they're just turned off by him. So no, and I got to tell you something, and you know, please forgive me. I'm not feeling it's going to be as close as people say. I'm feeling Biden is going to take it. And I love John Fetterman for coming up and saying, you know what? You guys need to get over yourselves. When I had that stroke and I did terrible, people were telling me, you know, you need to pack your bags. But I hung in there and I won. I won by a lot. So just put it out there and circle the president with light and love. I'll probably do prayers on Sunday. Let's encompass him with light and love and healing. I can't tell you he's going to step down. I'm not saying that. But if he's going to do something else, he's going to stand before the public and he's going to, it's amazing too, because after he did this thing, did you notice when he went to that sausage place just next to the venue they were at and ordered some food with his wife? And he seemed like he was up, he was happy. He said, it's hard to debate a liar. Of course, we're talking about food, and he's like me. If, you know, I can be dragging, but if I'm in a place with food, then, you know, it's a horse of a different color. All of a sudden, I'm wide awake. You know what I'm saying? I'll have the, but he just, he needs to tell everybody he's sorry. He needs to tell everybody, I can see what you're saying. And I promise you I'll do better. I think we just got to give him another chance. Listen, if he's not I never saw him not being the one, but I never saw him being there for the whole time. So we just need him to last a few more months and then hand the baton to Kamala. And I got to tell you, two big energy forms that I could see down the road would be Pete Buttigieg and Newsom. I like Newsom, but there's a part of him that's a bit, I don't know, he's got money and was raised with money, and you know, he's good with the words, he's eloquent, but I feel Pete is very truthful and would make things happen for us. That's what I'm feeling. But it'll be wonderful having Kamala in as president. So, okay. She one thing on MSNBC last night, they only got to talk to her for 10 minutes, 2 questions. And they said, you know, she was so good, it's really a shame. The people that work with her need to give her like 20 minutes or 30 minutes because they could have all used with more time. Because she put a Band-Aid on our boo-boo. She made us feel a little better. But some people said they were crying. They just were devastated. But that's because our president's age showed. You didn't get to see how many times Trump went in his diety. You didn't get to see that part. But I'm telling you, his diety was full when he left there. The good news is Biden, he was off it just was an off day. Okay, so don't burn him for that. Know that this too shall pass. And tell the guides, thank you. Thank you. And I got to tell you, I had that dream that people were running in this room I was in. Linda, Biden won. I was like, oh my God, already? Was it Biden? Yeah, Biden won is what they said. So anyway, things are going to be okay. I don't want you to worry. So I'm gonna be on with Natasha, that'll be taped. And then I'm going to be on with Arthur. We're doing, I got a message from Noel Coward. I got to tell you guys what it was. It was pretty significant. And then I have a little surprise. I have somebody coming to my house that I said, why don't we go in front of the computer and we can just say hi or answer a couple of questions. That'll be live. So you'll get the notice. Okay, you guys, love you all. Cheers.